As-SALAAM-ALAIKUM. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, to whom all praise is due, the Lord of all the world. He who came to you and I in the year of 1930 in the city of Detroit, going under the name of W.D. Farad. Later he signs his name as W.F. Muhammad. Which means Wallace Farad Muhammad. I thank Allah who came in his person to you and I and gave to you and I one that he rise up from among us to let us know the end of the time has appeared, to let us know that today is the day of weeping and mourning. To let us know who we are. To let us know who other people are. That was his purpose of coming to you and I, to rise up this one man. This man is none other than Elijah Muhammad, peace be upon him. And I thank Allah for him. I thank Allah for him. And I thank Allah for you. As I sit and listen at the brothers, all praise is due to Allah for them to witness that God has appeared in the person of man. So I want to cheer those who was before me. There is hard, or it is hard, to find people today that wants Islam as taught by Messenger Elijah Muhammad. As for me, talk about you. I only can talk about God, Elijah, and myself. I know those two. And as Allah taught, then I can't say I don't know you. Because if I know myself, I know you. I am happy today to say to you that in the city of Detroit, I met Master Farad Muhammad before the resurrections of Elijah Muhammad, peace be upon him. I met Master Farad. I sit down and listen to him teach many, many times. I traveled the road to help set up temples. I traveled to Chicago in the day when Chicago number 2 Illinois was being resurrected by Master Farad and his servant. I have seen quite a bit of things in my day. In my 54 years of being a follower in the nation of Islam, this nation of Islam. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
The nation of Islam that we have today is a new nation. It's a new Islam. Why do I say it's new? Is because that nobody else ever came to us and taught us Islam from the East before Master Farad Muhammad came.
That's right. That's right, brother.
There's many Eastern people have walked the street and looked at you and know that you was blind, deaf, and dumb.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But they didn't tell you not one word to help you. We didn't even know those people.
That's right.
In Detroit, when I was a little boy, I seen Arabs speaking to each other and talking to each other and kissing the hands and the foreheads of each other in the streets. I didn't know who they were. And the grown people didn't know who they was. Now, you have to excuse me. You feel like sitting just a little while with me?
Yes, sir. Teach on, brother.
I know you might be tired of sitting, but look how long we've been dead.
Right.
400 long years.
Yes, sir.
Dead to the knowledge of self and everyone else.
That's right. That's right. Shame.
Before I shall start, I do a lot of reading sometime in order to sit down right beside you and you. I'm going to get in the seat with you.
Yes, sir.
That's what I want to do. I want to sit right down beside you and whisper the truth in your ears.
Yes, sir.
I don't know whether you believe me or not. It's all up to you. I am not a follower of but one, and that's Messenger Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
I don't follow nobody else.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Teach on, brother.
I will never follow another man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I will never believe in a God that I cannot see.
Teach on. Yes, sir. Teach it.
I will never believe in making friendship with my open enemies.
Yes, sir. Right. Yes, sir.
I will never want to see my black sisters and black brothers walking up and down the street with a white man and a white woman.
Yes, sir. Shame.
I know they are the devil.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm going to bring to you something that you, if you stay here with me, now our ride's a long time. I don't talk long sometime. My longest hours is 6 hours.
Teach on, brother. Talk about it, brother. Talk about it.
I want to read you something here in the beginning of the preface of the Holy Quran by Maulana Muhammad Ali. Now there's other Qurans, such as the glorious Quran, Abdullah Yusuf Ali's Quran. Well, sales, there are plenty of Qurans. This one here was given to me by Messenger Elijah Muhammad has been worn and worn. The back came off. I had the devil to fix the back on it. And a black man lived next door to me. He put this on it about 30 years ago, I guess. But anyway, when the messenger handed me this Quran, he gave me a suitcase and a pair of new shoes and $100. He said, brother, ain't far you can go, but wherever you go, remember, I am the last messenger of God.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to take a subject from him because I can talk about him all night until tomorrow. And I still will walk away from you and say, I am sorry I haven't told you anything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to show you something here in this preface of the Quran. Islam as the religion of humanity. We have went far off. We who have heard Islam taught, we have stepped off aside, believing in other leaders. I'm not here to dominize or try to make game of any leader. I knowed all of them before they started. There's not one you can call a name of that was with Messenger Elijah Muhammad that I don't know him. I know every captain in every city. I had the opportunity to shake hands with them all. Every minister I had the opportunity to sit down and talk with them, and many of them I visited their temples and spoke for them. Now the messenger is dead, right? He is dead. He has ceased to speak. He has ceased to move. You will never again hear his voice standing before you teaching you. You'll never see Elijah Muhammad anymore. No one hears the voice of Messenger Elijah Muhammad today. Nobody. You cannot hear the voice of your mother and your father who died, can you?
No, sir.
Then how can you hear Elijah? And he's dead. You cannot see the God the Christian people represent. They say he does live and he's out here in space someplace. He's up in heaven somewhere, but you can't see him, right? Same thing today is being taught in some parts of the Islamic movements, that you cannot see Allah. Holy Quran tells you that. But the messenger has taught us that this Holy Quran here was tampered with by the devil's hand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right. Yes, sir.
And it says you cannot see Allah. The Bible we know was tampered with.
Yes, sir.
She has now more than 20,000 mistakes in it.
Right.
What shall we do? Shall we believe all of the messengers and prophets that was before us? Yes, if they were sent from God. Because there's many prophets, the Bible and Holy Quran does not mention their names. Listen at what I shall read. Islam is the name by which the religion preached by the Holy Prophet Muhammad, who appeared in Arabia over 1,300 years ago, is known, and it is the last of the great religions of the world. Now listen at that. The last of the great religions of the world. Now you just wait and listen at what I'm going to read next. This religion is commonly known in the West as Mohammedanism, a name adopted in invitations of such names as Christianity and Buddhism, but quite unknown to the Muslims themselves. According to the Quran, the religion of Islam is as wide in its conception as humanity itself. It did not originate from the preaching of the Holy Prophet Muhammad. Did you hear that?
Yes, sir.
But it was equally the religion of the prophets who went before him. Islam was the religion of Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. How could it be the last? If it was the religion of Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, and Jesus, and then the religion of Muhammad 1,400 years ago, and then the religion of Muhammad now, in this day, and nobody else taught it before Adam, how could that happen? How could it happen before Jesus? Jesus never did preach the religion of Christianity.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
We have people today preaching the religion of Christianity, and they don't know where the religion of Christianity came from.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yes, sir.
Many preachers are preaching Christianity today. They does not have the knowledge of Christianity as a little child has.
That's right.
Let's go a little farther. But it was equally the religion of the prophets who went before Adam, Noah, Abraham, and Jesus. It was, in fact, the religion of the prophets who went before him. Islam was the religion of Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. It was, in fact, the religion of every prophet of God who appeared in any part of the world. The religion of every prophet, regardless to what part of the world he appeared in, Islam was his religion. How can it be a religion today established by Muhammad 1,400 years ago? Nay, Islam is the religion of every human child that is born. According to the Holy Prophet, who is to be accurate, is not the originator, but the latest exponent of that divine system, which was made perfect, he says, at the time he came, at his advent. And according To the Holy Quran, Islam is the natural religion of man, the nature made by Allah in which He has made men. The Bible says that God made man, right? But here He does not tell you what man He made.
That's right.
You are not a made man and woman. You are a created man and woman from the divine being. White Caucasian devils is the made man. As the Holy Quran says in one place, there says, we made man. We made it. Bible says too, let us make man. A lot of people want to say that that God was talking to Jesus, the Spirit, and the Holy Ghost. But how could He be talking to the Spirit and the Holy Ghost when the Old Testament, which is the Torah that was given to Moses, does not mention them? Does not mention Jesus and the spirits, the Holy Ghost. I'll be where you want me maybe after a while. The nature made by Allah in which He has made men, there is no altering. Listen at that. There is no altering of Allah's creation. That is the right religion found in chapter 30th verse of the Quran. And since according to the Holy Quran, prophets was raised among different nations in different ages, and the religion of every true prophet was in its first time purity, no other than Islam, the scope of this religion in the true sense of the word extends as far back and is as wide as humanity itself. The fundamental principles always remain in the same. The accident changes with the changing needs of humanity, of human. The latest phrase of Islam is that which made its appearance in the world with the advent of the Holy Prophet Muhammad. May peace and blessings of God be upon him. Thank you for listening to that. Now, Muhammad, people wonders at me when I say this, but I'm only teaching what I was taught.
Yes, sir.
I can't tell you nothing else because I don't know anything else.
Yes,
I tell you what Master Farad taught me. I tell you what Elijah Muhammad taught me. And if I try to tell you what I can teach you, I don't know. I'm blinder than you are. Maybe you can teach me. But listen, brother and sister. Prophet Muhammad did not bring you nothing.
That's right. Teach how.
1,400 years ago. We did not need a prophet 1,400 years ago when we was in our own land. We didn't need a prophet. And due to facts, Allah taught me, others, thousands of people, that the people at that time not needing a prophet because it was not time for a prophet. A prophet comes once every 2,000 years. And Muhammad could not have been a prophet according to time, because he would have been 600 years too early. This was taught to me by my brother, my blood brother, Elijah Muhammad. I am his blood brother, and I'm as close to him as you can get. I don't care who teaches Islam. I don't care what another one teaches, whether it's Islam or Christianity, Voodoo or Confucius, or one of the 7 religions of the world. You cannot get any closer to Islam taught by Messenger Elijah Muhammad than getting to me. That's it. Go ahead. Why you say that, John? We never seen you before. That's why I'm here. I'm here because you never seen me. If you had been seeing me, you'd be like some of the people in Detroit. So, who, old John? We know him. That's right. We know him. Muhammad did not bring you not anything. There are your people right there. He had a minister named Bilal, right? How many men of his people of Ethiopia, he was an Ethiopian man, how many did you read in his history that he converted with Muhammad? He was a slave, and they tried to kill him to make him forget Muhammad, because Muhammad was freeing him from the place that he was in so that he could be with him. Not that he brought you anything, no. Well, some tells us that, well, the Quran was revealed to Muhammad, and that is for us. No. Let's talk together. If the Holy Quran was revealed for our sakes, then why didn't we get it before the Arabs did, when we was before them? They out there in the desert, and we in our homeland, and we was the first people on earth. Why didn't we get it first? No. I don't know if you understand the Quran or not. I don't know who teaches you the Quran. I don't know. I am teaching what was told me. I cannot teach other than that. If you and I today had taken the Holy Quran, back in the time before Master Farad came in the 30s, what if you had taken the Quran and went down the street with it, like we do see people today doing, and went to some of the black people trying to teach them before Master Farad Muhammad came, you would never have made a convert. Why? Because of the way it reads. And the preacher of the church, he himself had no knowledge of it and no knowledge of the Bible. Islam was the religion of every human child that is born. Then ain't it the religion of the white people? No. Well, what happened? When Jesus came to the white people to teach them Islam, they killed the man. Not only him, but every one of his disciples was killed by white people. The last one was named John, and he was beheaded. Paul, the great preacher Paul, they killed him. Matthew, Mark, Luke, Nathaniel, all of those prophets was killed by the devil. And Jesus said it in the Bible. He says that I know your father because he was a liar and a murderer from the beginning. And he killed all of the good men that were sent to them. So when Jesus came, then they killed him. That's right. Not like what the Bible said the way they killed him. They didn't hang him on a cross. They killed him with that tongue because a reward was out for Jesus. And they got the officers to come. This devil Jew got the officer to come to kill him for $2,500 in gold. Was not there a reward out for Jesus for this man Judas to kill him? $15 in silver? Yes. And he betrayed him, right? So it was with this Jew where Jesus was teaching at that day. He walked out of his store and he told Jesus, get away from in front of my store. I know who you are. And Jesus said to him, if you let me stay here a little while, I'll see that they all come in and buy something from you. He stayed longer than the Jew thought he should stay, and he went out and told him, say, get away. Say, I know who you are. If you don't, I will call the authorities to you. He did it. A black man killed him who was an officer. Do preachers tell you that? No. Two officers together ran when they saw Jesus under the awning there teaching his people, teaching the Jews rather. He was a black man, as you know now, before we didn't know it right. We always thought that Jesus was a white man. All the angels are white. God is white. But we can't see him, but we know he's white because he got a son from Mary, and he is white because he is a Jew, and I'm a black Jew. What's wrong with our people? Don't know what nationality they are. Don't know what kind of people they are. Ask our people, plenty of them today, they'll say, I'm still a nigger. I'm a Negro. I'm a colored man. Some of them has gotten so proud now they say that they are a Balalian. Why would you take the name of a slave when the God came to free you from being a slave, and you go and get a name of the slave? How did they get that name to be called Balalians? You know? The people that he was dealing with told him to call you Balalians. He said when he announced that black people was Balalians, he said, I thought that was the best name for you. I hear that with my ears. I heard him say it. I tells the truth. I don't care who it hurt. It might hurt all of you, but all of you can get up and walk out. That's the way I feel when I tell you the truth. because Atlanta is not the only city in America, and I can pay my fare to anyone I want to go. And I don't come to beg you to help me to pay my fare. I'm not a millionaire, neither am I a rich man. But if Allah see fit for me to go someplace, all I got to do is feel in my pocket is there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm saying that to let you know I'm not a beggar to you.
Yes, sir.
I'll never be a beggar.
Yes, sir.
Now, look. I want you to know that you are not millennials. I want you to know that you are not black Jews. I want you to know that you are not some kind of a Arabs like these walking around here. You are the original man, the first man that's on earth. Adam, that he's speaking of there, was a prophet in the day of the first people. Adam means first man. The Adam that is written in the Bible saying that God said, let us make man, that man was a white Caucasian devil. Eve was a white woman. After this man, you might have heard this history of Yaqub. After he was out on the Isle of Patmos or Pilan, and he had made his first two white people, they was called Adam and Eve because they were the first blonde-headed, blue-eyed, stringy-haired devils that was made on the Isle of Pilan. He made them. He was a black man. He never did see a white man. Yaqub never lived long enough to see a white man and white woman. He died at the age of 150.
Yes, sir.
And when those people had been made, not going all the way through with it, but when those people was made, and we drive them all the way across the Arabian desert, 2,200 miles, into the caves of West Asia, and there they went savage, stayed there nearly 2,000 years. Then we sent a prophet to them by the name of Musa, whom they write in the Bible, Moses going to free the children of Israel. If Moses was in Egypt to free the children of Israel, and Israel right there in Egypt too, you might say, if he was going to free them, why didn't he go to Africa? Africa was under bondage in some places. Why didn't God send Moses to Africa to free them? No, it is because that this is only a sign of you and I being in the jungles of America, and one now have to come and rise us up. The same as Moses rose up the devils in the caves of Europe after they had gone savage and grow hair all over the body, and grew out tails and swinging from limb to limb, there as a monkey do today. And if you don't believe a monkey is a white man, shade him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what I was taught.
Yes, sir.
Our people today, they said, no, we don't believe Elijah anymore. Yep. Let's go for it. Let us stop there. I want to say to you, brother and sister, now I'll tell you how to get something from me when I make a point. Share me a little bit.
Yes, sir.
You see, when a preacher is preaching in the Christian church, if a sister or brother don't holler at him once in a while, he'll soon stop one. Well, I feel sometime of stopping when I see you just sit still because, well, I know one thing about it is I'm sitting right beside you. That's it. That's what does it. Now, I want to read something to you that you have thrown away. Some of the work that was given to us by Master Farad Muhammad in the 30s. Many of you might have it, but do you know it? Many people can recite the lessons, the facts, and so on. But do you know its meanings? You know why it was given to you. I'm a slow man. Oh, it ain't 4 o'clock yet. You get hungry, why, just say, well, he'll let me go after a while.
Take your time, brother.
People get hungry that eat 3 and 4 meals a day.
Yes, sir.
I ate last night, eating off all through the day and eating everything, poking your belly with everything and drinking whiskeys and whatnot. I won't say you doing it here, but to see the empty chairs there, I know that a lot of them is doing so.
Yes, sir. Right. That's right. Right. Big plus, sir.
People don't seek nothing for themselves. They seek everything that is of evil. That is because that the wicked world is being going out.
Yes, sir.
The righteous world is pushing the evil world out. And today she's making her noise by shooting themselves with needles, using the cocaine, buying the whiskey by the gallons, smoking cigarettes by the pack. That evil world is going out with that kind of noise. That's what the messenger meant when he says that the old world is going out and making a mighty. He just stomping like that, riding in automobiles, making noise. It's the condition of the people that making the noise. Look what they will do to one another. They will kill their parents just to get enough money to go and get some dope of some kind for themselves.
That's right.
That's the condition our people in. So he gave us 34 problems, Master Farad did. And I'm going to read one of these down as far as I can. I want to read number 32 that he gave to us. You might have it. If you have it, teach it. Number 32 says, 12 leaders of Islam from all over the planet has conferred in the rift of civilization concerning the lost foundation of Islam must return to their original land. One of the conference members by the name of Mr. Osman Sharif said to the 11 members of the conference, the lost foundation of Islam will not return to their original land unless they first have a thorough knowledge of their own.
Yes, sir. Think about it.
Then what happened? He says, so they sent a messenger to them to teach them of their own. So they sent a messenger. They who? He said it was 12 leaders from all over the earth. 12 of them. That wasn't all of them. That's just half of them. There is 24 scientists that lives in the root of civilization. 12 of them is always going about over the earth. These 12 are scientists. You might have seen one and didn't know him. Those are angels of God. They goes about. They knows your thought. They knows what you're thinking about. They can tell you when you left home this morning and what time you will get back this evening. They are so wise. Messenger Elijah Muhammad taught me that these scientists were so wise that you can take a stick pin and go to any part of the ocean and drop it and blindfold him and he'll find it.
Yes, sir. Very good.
Pretty wise, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
So we sent to them a messenger to teach them of their own. Now, a God have to come for this messenger, not revealing like Muhammad say he got his. He has to be taught face to face because if you reveal it to him, he wouldn't understand the language. If you teach him face to face with the language of the God, which is the Arabic language, if he talked to him face to face with it, he still would not have understood what he was saying. So they sent a messenger to them. This one, Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. I don't know another God. I don't know about you. You might know one. I don't. And if you can show me something that another God did besides the God Allah, since 1930 that came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad for the benefit of black Americans, show him to me.
Yes, sir. Very good.
If you can show me one that cannot be seen, I'll show you one that can be seen. Now the messenger and his laborers worked day and night for the last 3.5 years, and their accomplishment is approximately 25,000. That's what we done. I was in that number. That's what we done. When this problem was written, we did not have 2 temples, we had 1. So the messenger, Elijah Muhammad, and his laborers are worried, for the time of laboring is mentioned and limited in the problem number 31, the next problem before this one, 31. I'm in 32. The time is limited. Whose time is limited? The devil's time is limited, and by we had to work day and night. The time of Master Farad Muhammad was limited. He could not stay with us all this time. Think about when God visited Moses, he didn't stay with Moses. When he came and visited Lot in the person of his uncle Abraham, he didn't stay with Lot. They only came to tell them what to do. When God spoke to Noah, told him to go and build an ark that to save the people with, in his day, he didn't stay with Noah. He left it. So we look today for Elijah Muhammad to be alive and come back with us? No. Orthodox Muslim looks for Muhammad to come back to them? No. Muhammad died with heart trouble. He was 62 years old, and he died. He leaned over on Khadijah, Aisha, and there he died in her arms. We was taught all of this by Master Farad Muhammad and his messenger. One of the prophets in the early days said the lost found nation of Islam, numbering 144,000, will be the stars and will return to their original land. And the bells, he said, are poisoned and rusty. That's bad, ain't it? And will not take the knowledge of their own. But the messenger and his laborers does not agree with the old prophets. We didn't. We didn't agree with what the old prophets say. In this modern time, we think that he will remove all poison and rust from every one of the 17 million. That time we numbered 17 million in America. At the same time, he desires, listen what he's asking you and me to do now. At the same time, he desires for every one of you students to help solve this problem, since you have learned the time accomplished. An old prophet number 144,000. What did Master Farad and his messenger teach us concerning the 144,000? He says they would be the stars, and the name stars he mentioned there is rulership. Not saying that I got a star and I'm a star here in Islam, but I'm a ruler in Islam. That's why he said that you would be made kings and queens. Why can't we understand? Why can't we make ourselves believe that we are the original black man of Asia, when the whole earth one time was called Asia? The black man of Asia, the original man, the first man. Who was before the original man? Who was before the original building that was built here? What building was before it? What people is before you when you know the history of all other people, regardless to what nationality he is, you have his history. And here we is walking around here talking about Black History Day. What do you mean about Black history? Here being taught by white people. How can a baby teach father and mother their history? A nation of people was made by Yaqub 6,000 years ago, and today he gonna teach my history when that I am his maker? Yaqub was an original black man making a Caucasian devil on the Isle of Pilan to rule you and I for 6,000 years, while we sit back knowing what's going to happen and won't have anything to do with his work, because it was a divine work. The scientists know that one day black man would be brought to America and made a slave here in this country. And And here we are, though, says Mr. White Man teaching our history. No, teach Mr. White Man his history. Listen, Master Farad asking this problem 32. What would be the daily average of accomplishment judging from weekly converts? Listen at this. What would be the daily average of accomplishment judging from weekly converts? What do we mean when we say poison and rusty? What is the percentage of poison and rusty? Describe whom and with what profession are the most poison and rusty. Who is that? What is the most poisonous man and rustiest man that you can find today? Talking in this future, back there in 32 and 33, talking in this future today, and today by me being back there, I see the answer working among our people today of what he was telling us then, which I had no knowledge to complete while he wrote the problem, but I know it now because I live to see it. I see what it is. I couldn't tell it then. Look how many rusty people. Rusty is something that gathers around anything that is laid down, right? That will gather rust. It was one time it. You lay a piece of new steel, a piece of new iron down, and it will gather rust because it's not doing any good. It's not at work. Take the pistons out of your car and lay it down. It will rust long before it will wear out if you're using it in your car. Poison and rusty ones. What am I talking about? What are you saying, John? I am saying that there is so many people today who one time claimed that they was righteous and good Muslims in the nation of Islam has become rusty. That's what I'm saying. They have become a people who laid down the foundation of the world that was taught to you and I by Master Farad Muhammad. And in a chapter of the Bible says, if the foundation shall be destroyed, then what will the righteous do? Written there in the Psalms. What would they do? If you did destroy the foundation, that's why they kill all of the prophets, so they could destroy the foundation of the world. Of black people, not of white folks. They save their kind, right? They keep you out of it. Oh, yes, they did. I know it. I was born in Cordele, Georgia. I was born there. Me and my brother have been going to school, and devils driving Model T Fords would run out of the road to try to run over us when we come back home or going to school. And they did it with many of them. We had to jump in the ditch to keep them dogs from running over us. Oh, yeah. I said dogs.
That's right. That's it.
And here they got our people walking around with a leash on a dog. I said, dog. He can't tell me he's not a dog. White man cannot walk up to me and say, John, I am not a dog. I will tell him, listen, man, I know when you and your wife was laying in the caves up over the cave with a stick, and you would drop down a rock on the animal to keep him away from your family. And you had a dog was your best friend, and he was walking around in the cave. He didn't have on any garments, neither did your wife. And now you tell me you're not a dog when your history says that you lost 1/4 of your human aspect. And that 1/4 that you lost is dog in you. You lost it among the monkeys. And today nurses in various hospitals find white babies born with tails about that long. You gonna tell me you ain't a dog and a monkey? Don't tell me that. Let's go to the doctors in the hospital. Don't be afraid. I'm not afraid. I come to tell you. And they knows John Muhammad is in Atlanta. Didn't you give out leaflets yesterday? Didn't you read them? Wasn't my picture on there and telling you that John Muhammad is here? My brother's picture there, letting you know that he's the brother to this man. Letting you know that I continues the teachings of Messenger Elijah Muhammad and the hell with the rest of them. Oh yeah. I don't care what the others teach. If black people is foolish enough to follow them and what they are doing, let them go ahead. Because I'm going to read you something that's going to catch up with you. All praise is due Allah, the Lord of all the world. Listen what he says in this problem. This is one of the greatest problems that he gave to us, denouncing the time, denouncing a judgment among the people. Do you think we can walk around here and talk about judgment is coming and it never come? The uncle of Mr. No, excuse me. What is the percentage of poison and rusty? Describe with whom and with what professions are the most poisonous and rustiest? What means and methods shall be used to remove poison and rust from a said which one? What method would you use? If you find a piece of steel laying down and you wanted to use it, what will you do to that piece of steel and it's rusty? You put a little fire on it, wouldn't you? Is that what you do? If your oil don't move it, burn it. Now, if the truth doesn't move you, burn you. You hear me? Why, sure. Remember when Yaqub got through making his people on the Isle of Pilan, and there was the devil all made after 600 years, he left literature there telling them, he says that you will live for 6,000 years. And after 6,000 years, 11 of my brothers is coming and eat you up. All right. You will be outnumbered 11 to 1. And at the coming of Master Farad Muhammad, we outnumbered the devils 11-1. 4,400,000,000 black people world over ready to destroy the devils, while he only numbered 400 billions rather. And look what he done to you and I, while that we are degraded to such number today. He has killed us 1 million a year, down to the number today. Look what they have did right here in Atlanta City. The men have been lynched right in this city. Black men. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Go downtown and read your history. Right there in the little city, Georgia, Cordele, Georgia, where I was born, man was hanged there early one morning in the town. In Macon, Georgia, they drug a black man behind a car. And in Mississippi, they had one there that they claimed he had raped a white woman. Listen what I'm saying. You might say that was at that time. Let's forget it. Hell no, don't forget a damn thing. Go ahead and forget it. Excuse me, it don't sound good. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. I use it sometime, but I don't like to use it. But when I talk about those dogs, it makes my blood get so hot until it gives me fever. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please don't, brother. And that's the way you should be. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right. That's right. That's right. Have no fear about them. That's right, brother. Do you hate white folks, John? Hell yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They know I hate them. Yes, sir. I hear you. Yes, sir. This is the day. Tell the truth. Yes, sir. But I got the truth today, and you can't do a damn thing about it. That's right. Excuse me, sister. Yes, sir. You hear it every day. Excuse me. It don't sound good as I say, but I get sick of them. I wish Allah would burn every last one of them up today in the fire of hell. Yes, sir. That's right. I do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm not telling you what I have not said before, white folks. I said it in the courthouse to the jury. Yes, sir. I've been to jail too, made 2 trips there. Yes, sir. I ain't gonna make another one. Yes, sir. I do like the Indian did. I'll get me 1 bullet. That is mine. Yes, sir. You start, to me, I kill myself. I won't let you do it. They walk around here and look at our women folks. Listen to this. I may not even touch what else I got there. Yes, sir. Listen to this. Walk around here and they see a nice looking black woman. Yes, sir. Pull out a big roll of money. That's him. Then he do that all the time. Where they work at. Walk by your sister. What do you do? Yes, sir. Pat on the hip. Have not he poured enough of his poison in our black woman? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look at our color.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Look how we look.
That's right. Shame.
My grandmother, who was born in this county here, to come to me in Georgia here, half white woman. Her slave master raped her mother. She was a jet black woman with long, beautiful black coarse hair. So she told me, and she only saw her twice. Never did get a chance to talk with her the last time she saw her. She was about 6 or 7 years old, she said, and they had her in the wagon. She had been sold again. Black woman, and they claimed that she came from Africa. My grandmother, she looked just like a devil. She died at my house. I have looked at her many a times. She had long brown hair. Her eyes had the eyes of a devil because of her father being a devil. And she hated white folks, and she was afraid of them. Many a time she would tell us when we'd be talking about white folks, she'd come by us, right in Georgia, right in Cornell, Georgia, she'd come by us and say, "You children shut your mouth. You don't know where these white folks are standing at around here."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right.
Deep fear in them. That's why you and me used to fear the devil, white folks, so much, because of them whipping and beating our parents until they do what they said do.
Right.
And here we're going to rise up now and say, no, says we'll forgive the white man. We wants to integrate with them. You is the damnedest fool a person can be, saying he wants to integrate with white folks.
Yes, sir. That's right.
That's right. That's right. Tell them I said it, don't you say it. Tell them I said it. I am able to back myself up. I wear the universe. It's mine. It's yours. I would love to see this place full with brothers, uniforms on like this. Hats on with the crescent in the front. Sisters with their garbs on. And they're looking real clean like these here looking here today. And the devil did not walk by you, sister. Not in my, and I'm around you. Start patting on you. That's a hand that belonged to John. You know what I mean? Oh, don't leave her alone, devil.
That's right. That's right.
Me and my black brother should be so close together that we can hear each other thinking.
That's right. That's right.
Didn't Messenger Elijah Muhammad say for us to get in unity so close that we would be a black stone wall? He didn't tell you that just to be talking. Then here we're going to go integrate with white folks.
Shame.
Yeah, what's wrong with it? The wrongness is, would you integrate with a dog? Would you integrate with the devil? Would you integrate with a man that a white woman can just say, and here he come with a rope? Huh? You going to integrate with him? Did not you know that plenty of people right here in Georgia has been lynched and killed by the voice of a white woman?
Yes, sir.
Plenty of them. My grandmother told me about a friend, a black friend, friend to another. The white man told him that he'd give him $1,000 if he go to him, and the man was here in Atlanta. Oh yeah. And he was a fool and went and fooled his best friend back to the place where people could take him and lynch him. They hung him and burned his sheets off. And when the sheets fell, my grandmother said that he was still crying, saying, I didn't do it. And when they found out it was a white man had raped the woman, oh, brother, you like that? Think about what Jesus says. He's a liar and a murderer from the beginning. He didn't stop there. He says the thing that your fathers did, you will do the same thing. And no one said that you are worse than your fathers. And they are, because these today robbed us from our head down to our toes. Our 7.5 ounces of grain has been frozen and locked up without knowledge of ourselves, without knowledge of anybody else. We did not know that this was a devil. Think on how the people, when they were brought to this country here by this traitor John Hawkins, look what he done. Put our people on the block there in Jamestown, Virginia, on the Niles. Just as he got there, I went there and I looked at the Niles where our people came from on the first cargo by John Hawkins. Stood them up on blocks, stripped all of their garments off from them, and virgin daughters and virgin sons standing before this blue-eyed dog. Standing before them, saying in their original tongue, Mother and Father, come here and look at what this devil is doing to your daughter. You think I love him for that? No. You shouldn't either.
That's right.
400 years ago, that was done. But you had to undergo those trials, as the brother mentioned here, talking about Abraham. In the Bible, where it said that Abraham met God, and God told Abraham, said, listen here, Abraham, in the day that your people shall be lost from home, they're going to become a slave, and the other people are going to rule them. But in the day that happened, I'm going there myself, Abraham. I won't trust to send a prophet from here. I'll go myself, and I will rise up one from among them. Abraham said to him, he says, excuse me. Abraham said to him, he says, in the day that you shall visit my people, will you rise one up from among them to teach them the book and your communication? Who was that? You and me. You and me. And today, our old ancestors has passed and gone. If they were here today and heard Elijah Muhammad teach, they would tell you, my God, let's get with this man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right. That's right.
My grandmother looked at Master Farad Muhammad with tears in her eyes. She said to him, we had been telling her who he was, talking in the house all night long, drinking coffee all night. With Master Farad Muhammad, he'll leave when day breaks. Nobody had a job. We sit there and we drink from the fountain. We drank until we couldn't drink anymore.
Yes, sir.
I couldn't ask questions. Questions come up in my throat many a time to ask him. He answered them. He'd look over at me and say, brother, it's so and so and so. Oh, yeah. He stood in the temples there at 34-8 Hastings Street in Detroit. He stood there and you could hear his voice out in the street ringing, teaching the history of 6,000 years how the devil was made. And you could stand in the street and hear it. And we were so fearless that we didn't even have a policeman to walk on this side of the street. When he get to the corner, he walked over on the other side.
Yes, sir.
That's right. We was fearless, man and woman. Today our people are so scared, some of them, if you holler white man is the devil, he gets scared and he runs.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes.
That's right.
Run where? Don't you know that every time a coward runs that the other one beats him?
Yes, sir. That's right.
A coward would get everybody in this room killed right now.
That's right. That's right.
Have no fear of no white man. I don't care if he's a black white man. Don't have any fear of him.
That's right.
No.
Teach.
The most poison and busted people, I say, is those who have taken up the burden of Islam to carry it on like Messenger Elijah Muhammad did, and then he goes and drops it. When he drops it, you should drop him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's right. Who they are. They don't know who they are, and they don't know God. None of them never seen Master Farad. None of them never heard his voice. Plenty of them never been a minister for Messenger Elijah Muhammad. Just only heard a little of what he taught. Don't tell me I don't know. I know what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nobody can come up to me and condemn me. I have asked for it.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you the truth. I have asked men that have been with Messenger Elijah Muhammad. Come to me now since he is dead and prove to me you is right. I'll stand my ground. They never come to me, but they went behind my back. Talked to some of the ones that belonged to my temple and didn't know who he was. He come back and he told me, he said, so and so of such and such a group said you wasn't nothing and I should leave you. I said, if you want to obey them, you can go too.
Yes, sir.
I said to them, I know one God, and that one God told me he was with me regardless of what I do. Told me, he said, go on, John, I'm with you. I seen myself in a vision going down in a deep hole. And my mother told me time afterward before she passed, she says, do you remember when you told the master that you was in that hole and he told you to go on down in it? I said, yes, mother. She says, well, I seen you when you come out of it. You don't know what I'm saying. You don't believe me. You know, it's a shame for a person to talk to people. I don't say you don't believe me either. But if you do believe me, get on to your own kind.
Yes, sir.
Get with Messenger Elijah Muhammad's teaching, with one that's teaching you the truth. Orthodox Muslim mean nothing to you. If they meant so much to you and I, why don't they live in our district?
Yes, sir. Good question. Yes, sir.
They come around and buy all of the food stores in your neighborhood and put all kind of pigs and whiskey and everything in there for you to buy? And you're going to say, this is my brother? Hell no, he's not your brother. Holy Quran says, love for your brother that which you love for yourself. No. Well, like a nephew of mine told me one day, he says, but them the people you got to see. I says, well, I'm a dead duck. Not the people I got to see. I have seen the people I had to see. And they told me to go and teach Islam as long as you can open your mouth, and nothing is going to bother you. I taught it in jail, Yaqub's history, while wardens and whatnot walking around trying to get in. I heard many of them say, that's Elijah's brother. Yes, sir. That's John. Leave him alone. I walked in the jail and they had raided the temple and took all of a blackboard like that. They took it away. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Carried it down in the courthouse. I was sitting facing the blackboard, and this Sergeant Laco devil, he was a devil, Sergeant Laco, he goes over to the prosecutor attorney and tells him, he says, don't bother with him, whispering it in his ears. Allah opened my ears just as though if nothing had never been in my ears in my lifetime, and I could hear his words plainer than he could speak them. So don't fool with him because he's one of the wise. That's Elijah's brother. And the prosecutor said to me, he says, do you know that what you say here, you have to stand for it in court? I said, yes, sir. He said, you can go then. Yes, sir. Then when we fought the battle there in around the jail in Detroit, the devils kept coming and getting me, thinking I was Elijah. And as fast as I would go to the devil and answer the questions that he would ask me, I would go back and tell Elijah what they said. Elijah said, every time they come for you, brother, go, I'm in here. If you be with Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, you have no fear. No fear for you, nor shall you grieve. That's Quran. And that's what Master Farad Muhammad said to us in the person. He said, follow me. Follow Elijah Muhammad. Many of you have heard it said that he said to him, you don't need him no more, right? No, you don't need me anymore, Master Farad Muhammad was saying to the messenger. Yes, sir. I was there looking in his mouth what he said. So many of them have crooked up the words. Some said that he stood beside him and patted him on the shoulder. Master Farad didn't pat people on the shoulders. No, sir. He said that's a slave act. Yes, sir. Right, it is. Patting somebody on the shoulder. Let's go, Father, and then stop. Go ahead. Yes, sir. In this same problem, it says at B number 1, the uncle of Mr. W.D. Farad lived in the wilderness of North America. A lot of people have told me, said, yeah, he called you his uncle too, like the white folks did. I said, why did he say uncle? I said, the reason that Master Farad Muhammad called us uncle is because that his father was a black man and his mother was a Caucasian woman, and he fell on the side of his father instead of on the side of his mother. And he let you know that you is my uncle, my father's brother, and I am your nephew, and you is my brother, my uncle, and we are in the same family. Yes, sir. Now tell me how close can you get to a nephew and a niece? If you got a nephew, if you got a niece, the next thing that you can get to is being the father or the mother. Because the blood that brought her or him into the world is the same blood that you have. So now, the closest we can get, we would have to be a father or a mother to this child that is calling me uncle and aunt. Don't know that God visited America in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. The number one, he is working 16 hours out of 24 hours for a very little pay. He has aided his family to support, besides other little bills to meet each month. On top of that, a caveman, a devil came along and sold him an old touring car which travels downhill at the rates of 48 miles per hour. What is that car? That is the nation of Christianity at the time this was written. It is the nation of Christianity traveling downhill. Take from 1930 to 1978, she's been going downhill, right? Which meaning 48 miles per hour she's traveling. And now she's traveling real fast. Now he asks the question of saying, what? How will the angel have to deliver to the wheels to maintain this downhill speed? When 1 horsepower equals 3,300 pounds. In 1933, she started downhill so fast until we had to check ourselves among them, or we'd have brought it then. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Yes, sir. Written in the problem, and they take the book and they throw it away. People have given me their lessons and their books saying, that's just a lesson. I said, what do you want other than a lesson? When you went to school, what did you get? You got a lesson. Even my nephew, Wallace D. Muhammad, he went against the lessons, saying he undo all of them when he couldn't undo one. I know it. Listen, he gave us facts in our lessons. One of them concerning steel, lead, will not reach the bottom of any ocean any nearer than 4,500 yards. And then it will float. Lead is a powerful piece of metal. It will make a ship stand still. And it won't be on the bottom. But that is not what he's talking about. He's giving you some wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in your head. Saying the knowledge of Islam that I'm giving you is like that lead. You can go anywhere in the country you wanna. You can go and commit anything you want. But one day, that lead gonna start floating in your head. which is Islam, and you can't get away from it, you're going to come on back. People used to read it, didn't know what they was reading. Master Farad Muhammad took me for a little while, about 10 minutes, while we was waiting on the captain in Chicago, and a hotel down Broad Parkway. It was a hotel there. We were sitting in there, and he said to me, he says, John, says, if student loan, there's 26 letters in the language. I think that's 26, ain't it? 26 letters in the alphabet. Says if a student learn one letter a day, how long will it take him to learn the 26? I call myself slick. Oh yeah, like some of the rest of them. Don't know who I'm talking to. I said to him, I guess I don't know. Better for me to say I don't know. He looked at me, and I felt like a wet dog. He says, take him 26 days, wouldn't it? I said, yes, sir. See, now, you see the slickness in me? I know that it would take 26 days if you learn one a day. But no, I'm going to science up something. See what I'm talking about? He knows what I was doing. I'm going to tell something else to him. But he told me later on in the conversation many things concerning these problems that I read to you and the lessons, all of them. He told me what to do to know them. And I can teach you the same. How to answer all of these. When you get to it, you know it. I can teach you it. That's right. I have asked many ministers that was before Messenger Elijah Muhammad so many questions to them, seeing that how evil-minded they were by the study of these lessons that Master Farad gave us. Like I was sitting to the table with Malcolm X. A lot of people think Malcolm was a great man. He was great before he was left the messenger. Yes, sir. He was a great man. Yes, I admired Malcolm because I met him when he first come into the Temple of Islam in Detroit. Him and his brothers, I met them all. I helped them to get into the nation. Malcolm too, I helped him to get into the nation there. I helped him with the minister there to teach on the rostrum until that he could get great enough to go to the messenger. So he sat to the table full of ministers and asked the messenger, he said, is it possible that we can say that no one seen Allah but you? The messenger studied a little while. I looked at the messenger, studied a little while, and he looked back at Malcolm. He said, yeah. Later, after Malcolm was gone, he told me, he said, I give him a rope.
Yes, sir.
He said, I give him a rope. He says, you know yourself. If I would hear you say that Master Farad Muhammad was not God and I didn't see Allah, he said, I would put you out of that temple forever. Yes, I said, well, I wondered why you say this. I said, but I don't know your mind, but you know mine. So he gave Malcolm the rope. Wasn't long before Malcolm had put the rope around his neck. Then I asked him, I said, brother, I says, what is the meaning of Peter when he walked the water when Jesus was there? He looked at me, he says, brother, don't you never undertake such a thing. He says, that was showing to you and all of the other ministers that when a minister go out thinking that he can do something so great himself, say he'll walk on the water just a little piece, then he'll sink. He'll go down. He said that means the ministers and teachers in Islam that's not trusting in Jesus, not trusting in me. He says they will sink down. He said, course, Peter didn't drown. He said, well, I saved those that I could save from drowning. He said, but a lot of them has drowned along the wayside. Then he tells me about a man that was with him that was a minister in Chicago, that he went and hung himself. Oh yeah, Allah is God, brothers and sisters, and you can play with him if you want to. But I have heard Master Farad Muhammad stand before the congregation of people and tell them, says, I am no spook. He said, don't you play with Islam, it will burn you. And it will. Look how Islam burns the people. Yes, sir. Right now, it burns them. Watch them. Just watch them, those that is not taking this step, keeping up with this step that Master Farad Muhammad gave to the messenger. It burns him and he don't know it's burning him. Just like the Quran teaches you there, saying that they have a flame of fire that follows them, but they don't know nothing about it. Only the righteous can see it. And that's true. I look at plenty of them. I don't say that I'm a righteous man. I'll let you say it. I look at plenty of them. How that they walk around and the fire of Allah is on them. Messenger told me, he says, one of the fires that he can put on a man, that he can mess up his mind. He thinks that he's right, and he'll sit back like a child with a bumblebee on a string and play with him with his little finger until he get ready to kill him. That's right. I say to you, brothers and sisters, I don't care who you follow, but don't play with Master Farad Muhammad. Leave him alone. If you don't want him, leave him alone. That's what he said. If you don't want Islam, leave it alone. If you want it and wants to be saved in the days of judgment so that you can see the hereafter, then take it up and keep it. People in Detroit see my temple there. I got it written on the outside of my temple saying Minister John Muhammad's temple, continuing the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Written outside, a great big sign said. A lot of people walk by and say he got his name John on the temple. How come he couldn't say Muhammad's masjid, Muhammad's mosque, Muhammad's temple? That's all right. I was told what I could do. But I wouldn't put Muhammad's mosque or Muhammad masjid on a temple and I'll be a devil. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'll be a hypocrite there with the name and you thinking that I'm a great man. I ain't gonna do that. So I put John Muhammad on my temple, and then when they ask concerning John on that, they say, why did you put John on your temple? I said, that's all right. I said, my name is Muhammad too. I said, if I put Muhammad's mosque, I said, that's me. I said, Allah named me John Muhammad. My name was not always John Muhammad. He changed my name from one holy name to another. And some of them has picked up on it in Detroit. Don't know why my name was changed to John. My name was Muhammad Sharif. And he wouldn't change it to Sharif Muhammad. To be of the family, the messenger tried to get it to be even to my first slave name. And he wouldn't go for that. He said, no, I wasn't there now when this was happening. The messenger told me. He says, no. He says, I'm going to give him a name, John. I kept that name for the name Muhammad Sharif near 3 years. Do you see any signs? You want me to tell you one of them? When Zacchaeus was praying in the place there, he was dumb for 3 days. He couldn't speak, right? When he did open his mouth, they wanted to know if he would name the child the same thing that the other one, that the wife had. And when he opened his mouth, he said, name him John. And they come back to the house and told him, says, Zacchaeus said, name him John. I want to hip you to something else. I'm the last of your brothers that you will ever see in the wilderness of North America teaching the teaching as straight as I am that Muhammad have taught to you all over this country. You won't find another one. All of those old timers is dead. I'm talking about the ones that were in the time of Master Farad Muhammad. But I'm here. It doesn't make any difference. I ain't trying to praise myself. I ain't trying to lift myself up. No. But I just want to let you know that a man has visited you here in this city that not a dog in hell can move his tongue against him. That's what I want to let you know. Some people say, yes, Peter was the right hand of Jesus. Some people in Detroit named themselves Peter. Some of them named themselves Joshua. Some got their name Farad Muhammad. Some saying they is Master Farad Muhammad. I say, if you is Master Farad Muhammad, come and talk with me. Let me ask you just 2 questions. I talk with Master Farad Muhammad every week for more than 2.5 years. I saw him in the messenger's house, ate with him. He have made sandwiches for me himself and give it to me. And that was a sign. The messenger told me, says, that sandwich that he made for you, John, was a sign of the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that he has given to you, and he will continue to fill your head the same as he filled your body with food. Huh? No, I don't want to tell you about myself. Let somebody, you find it and tell somebody else. And then come back and ask me. And I'll tell you if you're wrong or right. Brother and sister, you won't find another one coming to you to continue the messenger's teaching like I'm continuing it to you and knows what was taught by the 2. You ain't going to find him. You can't find a man today in Detroit or out of Detroit. Remember when the temple in Chicago was set up? Master Farad didn't visit there like he did in Detroit, because they put him in jail. When he put him in jail, then he decided to leave and said to the messenger, I'll go now. But you know what? If you can understand what I'm saying, after he says that he'll go now, it's like a young man go into your house, 2 or 3 children or men visiting your house, and you got a young daughter there, and she becomes pregnant, but you don't know which one did it. Huh? So it was with Messenger Elijah Muhammad. When Master Farad Muhammad came and he told him when he left, I'll go now, you is pregnant. That's right. And it's written in the Bible, said he saw a woman sitting in the sun, was it? And the moon was at her feet.
Yes, sir.
She had on her head a crown of stars. That wasn't nothing. That was talking about Messenger Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
And while he sit there pregnant with you and me to give birth to us, then the people begin to say, who taught you? The same as they ask, what this woman doing sitting in the sun and the moon, which she's got her feet on, is equality, saying that she is not equal to any woman, talking about Elijah Muhammad and Master Farad's mother. Oh yeah. You are not equal. And he was in pain. This woman was in pain to deliver a child, right? Then she flees someplace to deliver this child, and the devil, he spew out a mouth full of water to overtake this woman before the child was born. What was the water? The water was the propaganda of life that the peoples put out of their mouth to destroy Elijah Muhammad before me and you could get the news.
That's right. That's it.
Now we're going to say Elijah was not right. He's no good.
That's them right.
How can you say that? When the man died for you, the people killed him by making him work so much. I talked with his two doctors, a devil and a black man, Dr. Williams, and I can't remember this devil's name. He had a funny name. And I talked with them too. My brother Johnny asked him, said, do you think that he will make it? Do you think that he will overcome? The doctors told my brother Johnny and my own president, he says if he do, it will be a miracle. And the messenger was dead at that time, and didn't nobody know it but me. Nobody know it but me. Tynetta didn't know it. You know Tynetta, don't you? She writes in Farrakhan's paper. And I can call her a lie every time she opens her mouth. She got people out there believing that Farrakhan is this by the chapters and verses in the Bible, in the Holy Quran. We all know that the Holy Quran contains 114 chapters. We know that. And she's trying to make it to be that it's Farrakhan. Farrakhan is no more than you or anybody else. You don't find many people with the name Farrakhan. There was a family in Detroit. I had his daughter for a teacher in the University of Islam there. And Master Farad Muhammad had given her the name Farrakhan, Geraldine Farrakhan. When I went for letters to Master Farad Muhammad to give other people's name, for him to give other people's name, I asked him, could I name that family all Farrakhans? And he was eating a little snack there, what we had to eat that evening, and he bowed his head to me. He said, yes, John, you can name him Farrakhan. And Farrakhan has more name of rat in his name than anything else. And people take Farrakhan to be one of the greatest men. And people have wrote me cards and letters telling me why would Farrakhan go to the Indians when his people here need him? Listen, did you not know all of these people out there doing all of this jump up work? You had better weigh them out, ask them questions. Don't ask me. I'm telling you what's right. Farrakhan never seen Allah. Ain't none of these others seen him. I know the ones that seen Allah. There was people in Detroit who lived right around the temple there. Some of them that was coming to the temple, and every time Master Farad Muhammad would come, many of them didn't see him. Oh yeah. There's a plenty I can tell you about Master Farad and Messenger Elijah Muhammad. The messenger told me I was closer to him than any other man. He called me by a certain name mentioned in the Bible in his house, and the house was full of ministers, and they didn't even know the man. My mother come to me in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen there breaking down, talking to Sister Clara and the rest of them. She come in there, she said, listen, son, say your brother's calling you. I said, yes. He was calling me by a certain name in the Bible. And when I walked, I said, what do you want? He said, yeah, he is right here now. And those foolish ministers didn't have enough knowledge in their heads to know who I was. That's right. People talk about the messenger was this and that. Why didn't they ask him questions or talk back at him and try to do these things while he was alive? They was afraid of him. If the foundation be destroyed, what would happen? I want to read you question number 1 and lesson number 2. Brother and sister, I hope Allah be with me. Be patient a little while longer. I haven't eaten either. Listen, say he didn't tell the judgment, right? 4 great judgments of this world, of this country. 4 of them is plaguing it right now. He asks, what makes rain? At number 8, question says, what makes rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes? 4 of them, rain, hail, snow, and earthquake. Those are great destructive things. Think if they all come in one day. And they're getting closer and closer. Plenty of times we never known anything about the earthquake in the north parts. I've been in Detroit a long time. No earthquakes. Now they're coming ever so often. Little small ones. And those little small ones, brother and sister, can be the worst thing that you have ever seen when they get together. Just like rain seeds in the sky. You see those rain seeds up there looking white in the morning time? Then they all get together, right? After a while, they all turn black. And when they turn black, then you continue to watch it. You didn't pay it any attention while it was white, did you? The time they turn black, then here you say it's going to rain. If you see the black man getting himself together, uniting himself together like those rain seeds up there, you would hear white men running here and there, wanting to know what's wrong with those niggas. Oh yeah, I say niggers, you know that, you understand that. But you are the original man. First and the last, if there shall be a last, you will be it. Can't get rid of you. You know what you are like? You'll lack water. You can put water in a pot and boil it all day long until it's all out. Say, it's all going. No, it ain't going nowhere. You can't get rid of it. It's right here. So it is with you. That was tried 6 trillion years ago when a man tried to destroy the earth by exploring the moon. And he couldn't do it. Then he couldn't get rid of everybody. So while he was, after he had driven his tube into the earth, filled it with the highest explosion that he knew, then he set it off and blasted off the other side. It went up to its distance of today from the earth, and this part fell back into another pocket and began its rotation again around the sun. The sun caught it with its power, and all of the water that was on the moon dripped back down on this earth. And that's why you got 3 times water than land today. If you put that other land here, then you would have an equal land and water. Huh? So she goes out there in space 66 trillion years ago, which is your moon. She's a dead planet. She doesn't have enough life on it or in it to rotate around the sun by herself. She got to be and wobble with the earth. Weave and wobble with the earth on its way around the sun. She makes 13 dips going on its way around the sun with the earth. The messenger says why she's dipping and going like that is because that someday she will connect herself back to the earth, but she cannot connect herself back to the earth like she is. She has to come back in the form of dust.
Yes, sir. Teach on, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What about you? Now what about you? Are you compared with it? Yes. We was taken away from our home 400 years ago. We look to go back. We can go back. You can go buy you a ticket one at a time and go back there. All can't go at one time. No, you can't all go back one time. They're not going to accept you. You got to go back like dust. Few this time and few that time. Moon has bearings on our sisters. Has 13 dips in the dipping of the moon on its way around the sun. At times the female count their Satan monthless. She'll find out that she did it 13 times that year. You know, I ain't going to go that way. I'm going to leave the sisters alone. But that's true.
Yes, sir.
I said in this manner to make it more clear, to let you know that it is that way. Sometime one will tell you, say, I was at the first of the month, and then it came again at the last of the month. I ain't gonna talk about you. I ain't gonna talk about you, sister. I love you too good to talk about you. But there's something other that comes in to make a knowledge of you going back to your nation and whatnot, and the making of the creation. You are the mothers of creation. I don't care what human being that you see walking the street, you are the mother. Nobody is greater than you.
That's right.
That's right.
No one.
So he asked the question, what makes rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes? The answer, he said, the earth is approximately covered under water, approximately 3/4 of its surface. The sun and the moon have an attracting power on our planet, while our planet making a terrific speed of 1,037 1/3 miles per hour on its way around the sun. The sun draws this water up into the earth's rotation, which is called gravitation, in a fine mist that the naked eye can hardly detect. And that is true. Sometimes you can see the sun drawing water. When I was a little boy living in Cordele, Georgia, I used to look at it lots of times, sitting in the yard playing in the sand. I'd look and I'd run to my mother. I said, "Look, Mama, the sun drawing water." She said, "Yes, son." And that is true.
That's right.
Draws this water up into the earth rotation, which is called gravitation, in a fine mist that the naked eye can hardly detect. But as this mist ascends higher and increasing with other mist of water in the different currents of the atmosphere that it was in, until when she becomes heavier than gravitation, then she distills back to the earth in the forms of drops of water or drops of ice, which depends on how heavy the mist was in the current of air that it was in. There are some layers of current of air real cold and warm, and some very swift and changeable. I'm talking about you. He's answering the question, he's showing you how this action is, and this action is in you. Look at how some of our people is so swift to change to something else. And when they change to something else, they come through one of them cold currents, and your brains become frozen. Right? You believe what that one over there saying? When the earth drawed you up, was drawn up in a dustly form of water that the naked eye can hardly detect. Then when you got ready then to distill back to the earth, you came back in the form of snow. Come back real pretty, right? But you can soon melt back to water. Undesirable teaching that you got, it will take you a long time then for the ice to thaw out. Warm and very swift and changeable. So when the water strikes one of these cold currents, it becomes solid ice in small round drops in form, or in a light fluffy form, which is called snow. But this water is not ever drawn above 6 miles from the earth's surface, which is telling you that you cannot get out of the 6,000 years of the creation of Yakub after they was made, and to live for 6,000 years. You cannot get out of it. That's the 6 miles, 6,000 years. The reason it rains back on our planet is because it cannot get out of the earth's sphere. The reason that you die, you can't go no place else to die. Nobody knows the land that you're going to die in. You don't know the day of birth, and you don't know the day of death. All of these things that we have seen and heard in our lifetime has become in reality. Earthquakes are caused by the Son of Man. by experimenting on high explosive. In fact, that all the above is caused by the Son of Man. Spook spirits and hats have never made nothing. I don't want you to leave. Will you promise me that you'll be here if I come back sometime?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You help to get more people.
Yes, sir.
Will you stick with Messenger Elijah Muhammad?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Remember how Allah told the devil, Iblis, he said that he would come up on all four sides of you and none of you will praise Allah anymore. That is being did today.
Yes, sir. It is.
You got black people right here with you in your city, plenty of them. Just like the brother said when I come in, leading his people to hell. He told you the truth. I ask all of the Muslims that believe in Messenger Elijah Muhammad's teaching, will we unite together? Holy Quran says unity will prevail.
Yes, right.
I ask them all, will you unite together? And they didn't say it, yes or no. Later I seen in the paper where it was said that Wallace and Farrakhan was uniting together. Remember, brothers and sisters, you can see a king snake and a rattlesnake crawling. They might look at each other, keep going.
Yes, sir.
But if they tangle up there together, one gonna want to be the ruler.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's right.
And that's the same way it's gonna be with them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tell the truth.
One of them will want to be the ruler.
That's right.
Oh no, I ain't got time to read all this. I can't understand much of it, no way. But I say to all, let us have one religion, one flag, one government, one ruler. You have one ruler in America. You have one ruler in other countries. You don't find a whole gang of rulers.
That's right.
And you are the last ones to rule.
That's right.
Someday I wished I could tell it to you, how it's written on a ruler, 12-inch ruler. It's named Rule, right? And it's got 12 inches to it. Those are 12 IMMs, 12 scientists. That's all over the earth, like I said. And 12 is still at the root of civilization. That's where that ruler came from. You can't make a ruler unless you start at 1. It don't start at 0. When you get to 10, when you get out of the numbers, you add a 0. Then you have to add something with the 0 in order to have a number, because a zero is nothing. You don't find the zero on the rule starting out with 0 and then 1. If you do, you'll have 2 inches there.
Yes, sir.
It's a ruler. And Messenger Elijah Muhammad was the last inch on your rule. The last inch. No more. Forget about another one coming.
Yes, sir.
No more.
No more.
If we can't keep up with what he had, what he give us, let's go jump in there. If there's a pond round there close, let's go jump in it. That we'll live longer.
Yes, sir.
Because most of a surety, we are to become the rulers. When Iblis said to Allah, he said, when he asked him, he says, why don't you bow down and worship? He says, I was made of the fire, and they was made of the earth, of the dust. I can't do that. And he tells him, he says, well, if you can't, then you're despited. He said, despited I am. And he said, despited you are. He says to him, because he was made of fire, he had a fiery temper. That's what it means. Made of fire. Look how he'll burn you up. Here in Mississippi, some years ago, put a man in a vault and built a fire around it and burned him up. They have burned up plenty of people below this city here in Georgia down to Florida. They have hung them up and burned them up. They have put them in the ground and stick the head on fire and burn it off. That's a devil. You don't think about burning up people, do you? You don't find where black people thought about burning up white folks. But white folks have played every scheme and thing on us that is known for death. Brother and sister, I'm happy to be here with you. I'm glad to be with you. And I haven't started. And I wish that the time could allow me. But I don't want to keep you here too long. I don't want to keep you here for 6 hours talking. But I would love to tell you what's on that board. I would love to make it known to you because you haven't learned it unless that you was taught it by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You haven't learned it. There are some secrets there that other people have no knowledge of. That's why the devil, when I was in jail, went to jail, sitting there before the prosecutor, looking at the board, that's why he said, that's one of the wise ones. Be careful in what you say to him. Because he knows what was on the board. And we never knew ourselves. We never knew white folks was the devils. And now look how apart we can go. Since the messenger died, we just fell apart. Many of people in Detroit and other places took their uniforms and just snatched off the flag, which is the sun, moon, and star. And you can't do that. Reach out there to that sun and bring it down. Pull the moon down. Pull the stars down. Can't do that.
That's right.
The people are so simple and crazy.
That's right.
Get with your own kind. You can do so here. Today, if you wanted to get with me, I'll come back to you. You don't have to worry. Just let us get together and we can have us a place of our own to meet in for a while. I'm not after building a temple for myself, nowhere. I'm not after you giving me a salary. I ain't gonna put you out on the corner there selling bean pies and whatnot. I ain't gonna do that. If we do anything, we'll get together and we'll pool our money together and we build someplace for the first starting to hire 10 or 12 black men, 10 or 12 women. In a couple of years, we'll have a plenty.
That's right.
Yes,
sir.
The same thing that Messenger Elijah Muhammad had in his mind to do for you, I know it and I'll finish it. But I won't tell that because people are so funny. Like Master Farad said to us, he said, if I would tell you all the things outright, he says, the white man will know it before I get it out of my mouth because they go back and tell him.
That's right.
So I know what Messenger Elijah Muhammad wanted. He told me that he was going to make triple speed when he come out of prison. He told me that. And he did too. He made it. And look where it's at now. And the Quran tells you, says, don't take your cases to the devil's court. It's written in the Quran there. And look what the devil got to decide over what to give this one or that one. And it's one of the worst shames that was brought on the nation of Islam that could be brought for you to be out and looking at what people work for, from pushing junk cards during the 30s in the time when there was no labor going on nowhere, just hard down depression. And they give pennies. I have paid the rent of the temple there in Detroit with nothing but pennies. $50. I carried a sack full of pennies to the devil to pay $50 rent. Great big place. And when I got it to him, he says, why didn't you wrap it up? Why didn't you call? I said, that's yours. So you can tell them, you can wrap them up. I brought it to you. Big old sack full of them. I wasn't going to sit down and wrap up no $50 worth of pennies. No. I had to take care of my secretarial work in the temple. I was secretary at that time. I've been in every post that you can name in the Temple of Islam except being the messenger. I was captain at number 1 and minister at the same time in one day. One day I had to be it all because the messenger went to see Master Farad, and the captain went with him, and they left me there, so I had to be secretary, captain, and minister. But I had a few with me there that would help me out. But the temple was full of people. But you just can't pick up anybody and put them in a post in a temple like that. So I thank Allah for His goodness to me to have learned as far as I did and never turned back. When I would talk to my brother, my voice was never above his. Never. He told me, he says, brother, he says, I have noticed one thing about you. I said, what is it? He said, when you talk to me, you don't never talk with your voice higher than mine. I said, no. I says, you is the messenger of God, and I knows it. So I'm not going to ground your voice out for mine to go up. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you. Just get more people. I'll show you what can be done. It don't take a whole lot of people, and it don't take a whole lot of money. You can start off easily and have just what you want. I asked in Detroit for a few hundred people there. Well, I got them. But they come in and they go. I told them, I said, why don't you stay? So why don't you stay? But that's the way it is. That fast life. And what we need is young people, young men and young women. And we can carry the burden real easy. Real easy. We can have young men ministers, captains, secretaries, young sisters the same. We can own spots of ground around here. There's plenty of it here. Land that we can use for our own self. But you have to be very careful in talking it. The devil will sow a seed among you, and all of the thorns will go up right there among the wheat and choke them to death. So you have to be very careful. But I can do it. I was told how to do it, and I can do so. That's why I'm the last one to come to you. You're not going to find anymore. I'll come to you at your words, and we can go. Just if you believe what I'm saying, just write the name down on a piece of paper that you'll be back when you hear that I'm here. And we can do it. I don't care what the others say. They don't know what I know about what Messenger Elijah Muhammad said. No, they don't know. They go at it the wrong way. That's right. Like, I can say one right here, Brother Silas. I can say that about him. I can say it about Farrakhan. I can say it about Wallace. They go at it the wrong way.
Yes, sir.
So there's plenty that I can say about the going after this work. This work is not to be a work that to set me on high, I would say like that. It is not to be that kind of a work. It is not to be a work that you fill my pockets full. It's not to be a work that I got to dab my hands into some money every time it come in. That's not it. That's not it. You know what I do for Detroit to try to help to bring them? I give my donation every week. I give my donation, and they gives me nothing as a salary. That's true. For the last 8 years, when I started before Farrakhan started. What a lot of people have asked me, well, where have you been, John? I said, I've been around here, you just didn't know me. So that's all. And they said, well, Farrakhan, I said, I ain't studying about Farrakhan, what he's doing. I said, Farrakhan doing what he's to do. I said, let Farrakhan alone, let him go ahead and do what he got to do. He says, I know Farrakhan. He says, I think a lot of him as a brother, just like I do the preacher. I think a lot of the preachers, but I don't like what he preach. So we can't take these people and they put themselves in heaven and you in hell.
That's right.
I know that what I've heard, rather, what Farrakhan has gotten, a lot of people have heard, a lot of them talking about it. And now I learned that he's building a $300,000 restaurant in Chicago. No, you got a restaurant in your kitchen. Right? Right in your kitchen is your restaurant. Why not say, let's build some of Muhammad's Ali or Bacha's automobiles? Japan come in here and just messed up the country almost with her automobiles. We could take it with automobiles if we would try. Think about all the black people here, even in this city, that owns an automobile. Don't buy another one from them when they way out. Build a factory with that money and make your own automobile. Let them make your motors and whatnot and take a contract out with them. Or either take a contract out with the president. Tell him, say, listen, old man, says no more mules is left. And the 50 acres has took wings and flew away. Now we need a few tractors and whatnot. Don't go to the other country and tell that man to help you. No. This man got plenty billions that he can help with. Tell him, says, listen, Mom and Papa worked for your country, didn't they? He can't deny that. He can't say a word against it. As long as we sit down, this unit, with each other, we will always be looked at by the devils as a people without any sense and don't know how to use a dollar. That's why you hear plenty of white folks probably saying, if you heard them, that I heard them say it. Say black folks don't know what to do with money. I've heard them say it. They're in Detroit. So let us unite together. If you start here now, others going to join you. Keep after them. Tell them, come on, come on, come on. Keep after them. Because that's what you have to do. You just can't invite them. Look, we invite people here. They got a ball game or something other going on. They'd rather sit down and look at it. Rather than to come and say, let's get together and be brothers and sisters. Unite ourselves together so that we can have something that we can call our own. Right?
Yes, sir.
So that is the main thing for us to do today. Be with me. I don't say I'm your leader. I don't say that. I say this. If you believe like I believe, then let us shake hands together and work together and produce together. If you believe like I believe. But if you don't believe like I believe, then what would be against it? What is coming between us to be in that manner? No. Let us lock arms together in this great day of trouble. I know what is going to happen about making money. I know when people work for 50 cents a day around here. I know that. My father worked for 50 cents a day right here in this state. Less than that in Sandersville. That ain't been no whole long time ago. And look what you make today. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Look what you make today. And we give the credit to who? We give the credit to the white folks. Yeah, I'm making so much and I'm making so much. You see, if the president so-and-so hadn't got in there, I'd have been still this, I'd have been still that. But now, since Reagan and Higgins and whatever else get in there, we give them the credit. Give yourself the credit. Credit yourself and say, well, we got a spot of land we have bought over here, so we're going to build a little old place there, a little house about you say 75 feet long and 25 feet wide. Put 2 stories on it. We build it ourselves. See those big rocks there? Those rocks there, we could build that easy. We got bricklayers that know how to do that. Master Farad said we had everything that we want in our black nation if our black nation just stick together and do it.
That's right.
You got everything. And you build that, cut you off room there, and all you have to pay is for your water to be put in, light, gas. But you build it. And then say, well, what are we going to do now? We're going to make shoes in one part. We're going to make suits in one part from here. One room, we're going to make garments for the sisters. We're going to have the upstairs there to work with too, whatever that we want to do there. And we got salesmen out. We can broadcast it over the radio, trade with black. They said trade with white. And we'll have it. Come on and let's unite together under crescent, which is your flag and mine. When you leave, give the secretary your name and address if you desire to be with us, to do so. And if I see to the number, if I could see 25 sisters and 25 brothers, I'll come back to you as often as I get trained there. That's right. And guide you right on with it. I know the way. I know how it's supposed to be done. I thank you. I thank you. Thank you. May Allah bless you and keep you until I see you again, or while we are absent, one from the other. May Allah bless you and give you a peaceful night's rest and a happy morning sunrise. AS-SALAAM-ALAIKUM.
Minister, did you want to ask a question?
Yeah, one or two others. That's all right. The minister here was asking me in the captain, would I answer a question? Yes, providing this was short. I don't want to get, it's about dark out there now, and I don't want to keep y'all too late because I don't want a devil winking at melamine. No. Leave her alone. That's the mother of civilization. Leave her alone. So if you got a question that you decided to ask, you can ask. Yes, sir. Waalaikum salam.
I would like to ask 4 questions. I'd like to give a brief explanation on the Trinitarian concept of God.
Give a brief words on what now?
Trinitarian concept of the Bible, which is not adhered to.
Which now, which is not viewed in the Holy Quran. The crucifixions of Jesus, Father, Son, the Holy Ghost, and the crucifixions of Jesus Christ. Give me one of them books that I wrote this stuff. I'll let you read it, okay? All right. Then somebody else can ask me another question. Yes, sir? Say it loud so he can hear it good.
There's a vision of Bethlehem at the Bethlehem Black Line. There's a part that says that there were 2 men that came from 2 holy men. And the understanding that Allah has given me is that these 2 men were Elijah Muhammad and what we call now Rastafari. So there's a message that I bring from God himself. This message is that the nation of Islam and Rastafari has to unite and bring about this change that we all talk about. and I have this meeting. I'm asking for a personal counsel with you. It's the first time that we meet. I've met all the other brothers. I've been turned down. So this is the message coming to itself.
Mm-hmm. Did you get that, brother?
Yes. As I repeated, I would like to say that I represent an organization which is called the Metaphysical Brotherhood of the Book. There is a saying from the message of the black man which states that there were two messengers, and it comes from Habakkuk. And Allah has shown me that those two messengers was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Rastafari. I am a representative of this movement called Rastafari, and we know that there must be a unity between the Nation of Islam and Rastafari, which we hold the key. The same trumpet sound that Joshua used to bring down the walls of Jericho, we have that. The same stone that David used to slay the giant Goliath, we have that. I'm saying that this is the hour that we must unite. I have been turned down by all other leaders, so-called leaders, so I bring this truth to the Master John, who I know that is crying in the wilderness, so I bring it to him. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I will turn you down too until that you learn some of the history of what Messenger Elijah Muhammad meant when he wrote Message to the Black Man. Because you was talking about two messengers in the book of Habakkuk. So you were saying, that's what you were saying, in the book of Habakkuk, of the Bible, right?
There was a writing to the message of the black man.
Yes. One came from Teman, right? God came from Teman, the Holy One from Mount Par. That's what you're talking about? Oh, no, I'll turn you down on that because you're talking about the God. Now, which one was the God? The Holy One, God came from Teman, the Holy One from Mount Paran. Now, which one was God?
In essence.
Now, I'm not asking you the question. It's written there, in there, a message to the black man, he tells which one was God. The one that is God is the Holy One.
That's right.
So he tells that.
I'm saying that I see, my understanding, I see that Elijah Muhammad is saying that Rastafari are people that are realized people, and we see that the Nation of Islam is one. That Islam means peace, and we are believers of peace. So I'm saying that now is the time that Jericho walls fall. I'm saying the same seven trumpet sound that God gave Joshua, he gave it to us today. I'm saying that we should sit down and reason about this around that hour.
The seven trumpets that God gave Joshua?
The same night that he gave Joshua to bring down Jericho walls, the same stone that he gave David.
Joshua never brought down any walls. That's why I was saying, excuse me, brother. That's what I was saying. Joshua never walked around the wall 7 times and the walls come tumbling down. That never happened. That's what you're referring to. Right?
I'm saying that it's time, all the things that we sing about, all the things that we talk about.
It is time, as I said, that we all come together, but we must come together under the crescent, because the crescent and the cross will clash. Get one of these books and it'll answer many of your questions. And this book too, brother, will answer your question, what you just asked.
I would like to ask one more. I have another question. Before I came here, I didn't know, I wouldn't say your personal feelings about and also Wallace. During your speech, you mentioned quite a few things that gave me sort of a feeling that I wouldn't be political philosophy, social philosophy, religious philosophy, quite different. The question is, since that is that, could you give me a brief summary or synopsis on Farrakhan, Muhammad, and Muhammad? First of all, I'd like to say that Mr. Farrakhan, Mr. Salah advocates going back to Mecca, to our own land. That's his advocation. Mr. Farrakhan, on the other hand, he advocates black political power, social, economic power too. But his concept is staying here. I'm not quite sure how that affects you or how you feel about it, but I am very interested. I would like to know.
The question that you asking concerning those two men, I just about answered it while I was talking. I just about answered it. So your questions are long anyway, and I would prefer another time for those long questions.
Excuse me, brother. If you can leave your name and telephone number at the door on your way out, we'll be sure to contact you. Yes, sir, brother.
I have one more.
No, brother. No more. Let another one ask one.
Brother Muhammad.
AS-SALAAM.
I didn't really have a question. I just wanted to say I'm thankful that I was able to come here. I have some people in the house. Got to get back. It's like a breath of fresh air and a drink of fresh water. Whenever you come back, I'll be here and I'll bring more people with me. I'm sorry I didn't bring a lot of people with me tonight, but that's my promise. If you come next week, I'll be here whenever.
All right.
Thankful that you came, and I learned a lot.
Thank you, sir. You want to ask me a question? Yes. Wa alaikum salam.
So you made the statement that...
Speak louder, sister.
You made the statement that Silas Muhammad, Farrakhan, started the program where they're going after this program of uniting wrong. And my question is in reference to Silas Muhammad, and it's directed to you. Since you made the statement, is there any point in your time that you can come and show or prepare a way where the program can be given to the people rightly, and that we can build a government and have something of our own, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
How can we arrange that with you, sir?
Unity among yourself. Unity, all the black peoples come together, and what few that is together, the leading one of that few should know what to do to bring them all together, instead of just having them to be in a temple someplace, a masjid or mosque somewhere, and just sitting there, and that's far as you're going with it, or trying to have something else over here, and it's not what you should have.
May I ask you a question?
Yes.
Are you aware or are you familiar with the program of Silas Muhammad, sir?
I heard some of it. That's what I heard, was that he was building a center or something like that, right? Some kind of a center? Yes, ma'am. Wa alaikum salam.
I would like to invite you to our land that we call Exodus. Show you.
Exodus?
Yes.
Oh, I get it.
And show you exactly what we're doing. I spoke to you about our monument, our museum that we would like to build to your brother. And I would like for you to be our guest and come and see exactly what we're planning on doing.
What you're planning to do.
Yes.
Well, sister, I tell you what, I am prohibited to see a whole lot of things that is done by another. Because announcing to people that they are wrong in that way, the way that they are going, I admire the person who admires the messenger to build a monument, but not a monument in that manner. I don't go for that. I go for a monument like what I say. The monument that we should have is something to make ourselves grow independent of other people by owning something that is greater than just to build a place over here to have a center or something other. I don't go too much for that. I go for having something greater than that. The mind the messenger had was building something great. He had the mind to build something that will bring our people enough jobs to take care of thousands of people at one time, and we can do that.
I'd like for you to see it with your own eyes what we were doing. That's just one small.
Now, you are doing that, well, I'd rather say to him, because he's your leader. Now, you doing that, but is he all out 100% for Elijah?
Yes, sir.
How do you know?
Yes.
How do you know?
He loves your brother the way you do. And I recognize the love that you have for him from the love that he has for
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
That's why I was so able to accept what you are saying here today, because I have received that type of love. I've been shown from you.
Yes, ma'am. I believe that you love my brother. I believe that Minister Silas loved him. But I had something else that goes along with that I won't go into like this now.
My desire, and the reason that I came here today, is I'm asking the same thing that you're asking all of us, that we all unite. You are speaking of the same thing. You want the same thing that the Honorable Silas Muhammad wants. You all have the same goal. We must, you must.
Unite together, that's right. Must unite together, that's right.
We love the truth. I recognize the truth in you. I recognize the truth in the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad when I was 14 years old. And I also recognize the truth in Silas Muhammad. I think we're three great men on this earth. Two great men on this earth. And you have love for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and you teach of Master Farad Muhammad. We must unite. We can't be divided any longer.
Well, what God does, he says, is Master
Farad Muhammad.
He teaches that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's no God but the Son of a Man. We believe that Master.
You know, I have, sister, I don't want to hold you long, but see, I have some things about what he says in his writing. I have some of that's what he has in his writing, and I don't go for it. I'd rather tell it to him.
Is it at all possible that you two might meet?
I have met him. I met him in Los Angeles. Yes, ma'am. I talked with him in Los Angeles. He came where I was at. Yes, ma'am. You ask him, did I talk with him?
I do hope that at some times the differences that you all may have will cause.
I know when he called his a meeting in Chicago not long ago, you know. So the way that I see it it's a little different from what the messenger has taught me, him and Master Farad, in doing so. You see, these leaders, sister, they are not going to drop their leadership. I don't care how much a person believes in them, they are not going to drop their leadership and then become under one part of and for one flag, one government, one God, and one leader. They are not going to do that. Silas ain't going to do it, and none of the rest of them.
Silas Muhammad has the same flag that you have, and he has the same God that you have. You both, your teaching, I felt very warm in listening to every word that you said, because it's the same truth that he teaches us. The same truth. He might,
but I'll talk with you later on. Okay, let this brother say it. Alaikum.
I enjoy you, Brother Minister. I just want to know when you're coming back.
I couldn't say when I'm coming back right now. Just if the names that could be given to me, I'll come back quicker than it was from the last time I was here. Yeah. I would like for all of the leading class of people. I don't call myself a leader, as I said to you. I'm asking for all leaders to get together, and then they iron out their differences together. But they don't do it. See, I don't ask that. I met Farrakhan in his place in Chicago. I spoke there for him over the air. But yet, the difference is, well, I don't want to say it like that. See, the difference is that he wants to be it all himself and not recognize the rest of it. Like your leader said about Farrakhan when he came to L.A. How did Farrakhan run from him? When I came to L.A., your leader told me I was speaking to the wrong man. You can't answer for him, sister. So I would say this. I still will meet your leader. I'll meet all of them together, from Wallace down to Hickey-Hackey out there. I'll meet them all. They don't want to meet me. Read my book. See what I say. Read it. See what I say. I got a number 1, a number 2, a number 3, number 1, Muhammad Speaks Again, and I got another one, which is this one here, which is the Black Man's Confusion. That one. They don't want that. You know, I sent my lieutenant to Flint, Michigan to sell some books for the Farrakhan's temple, so that could help us to print more. We buy his paper, we buy yours. I ordered the book from your temple that Brother Silas wrote. And some of it I don't agree with him, much of it, or what he said. It might sound good to you. It might sound good to others. But I said, if it sounds good to you, then you stay with him. I'm not coming trying to take you away from him. I did that before Allah come. You understand? I did that. But now listen. In here tells the confusion, just like the brother asked there about the cross. You see, in one of his writing of your leaders, he did something that the messenger never would have done. And I'll give you that hint. He sit in the chair with the Holy Quran, tried to imitate God. That's wrong. You seen that picture. I got this book. I got a paper from him. He used to send me some of his magazines from L.A. I understand his writing. I understand him. Your leader told me out of his own mouth that he never was a minister in Islam. He never was a leader with Messenger Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, that is the truth. He is not, he was never a minister of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And yes, he does stand in this position. We have been taught that we are also gods, and we are to carry ourselves in the manner of God. And that's the way he is teaching all of his followers to do, and he does himself.
If he's teaching that, why don't he do it?
Thank you.
AS-SALAAM. Yes, sister.
First of all, giving all praises to Allah, His messengers, and also Dr. Muhammad. Brother, I'd like to know, how do you feel about black Hebrews, black in America, and I'm a little confused about black women and black groups. I get the impression that black women in so-called black groups seem to want to continue to identify and look like Indians, and I'd like to know how you feel about that.
Get with the Muslims.
And one more question. How do you feel about blacks in international child, and especially black's relationship with Gaddafi?
I don't know Gaddafi. So I don't know. I don't know what Gaddafi will do. I never shook hands with him. I don't know. As I said, I don't know but one God, and I don't know but one leader. And I keeps up with what that one God and that one leader say. And that's what we all should do. Unite together and be one people under one flag. He didn't give us but the one flag. That's our flag. Master Farad did that. The messenger didn't do that. A lot of people think the messenger did that. No. I see Master Farad when he put the flag on the board. He drawed it with chalk. And I painted it. Me and another brother painted over the chalk because we couldn't draw it. Under one flag, under one government. That's what we need to be. And as long as that we don't be in that government, under one, we are far, far apart, like the East is from the West. Unity. The Bible and Quran both teaches that we must be in unity to prevail, and unity will prevail because Allah gonna kill those that is not in unity. Yes, sir. I have answered your question, brother. I don't want to answer too many. No way. I said two at the first. I told brother, yeah, two. See, the time is late. See how the people leave and walking away? I don't know whether walking away from my answers or what, but I don't want to hold them too long. They were here when I come in. Ah, no, brother, we're going to dismiss. If you come back, you come back again. Or I'll come back sometime and we just have nothing but questions and answers. That's what I'll do sometime. Yes, sir. So this brings us to a close. I'm sorry, brother. And I said, I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I felt that in you while I was teaching. Right, I felt you when I was teaching. I cut my over there at you. So you crossed my path. Thank you. Let us, if you haven't got one of these books out there, get one. We got some of them. So let us, if that's all. Who's that? Who won't answer the question? I said that was the end of the question. You don't know me. I'm just like my brother. When he said a thing, that was it. You come back, sister. I'll answer your questions for you. Okay? It won't be long. You see, if I could get enough people to come, we could call all of we could call all of these leaders together and make them unite.
That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll be back. I'll be back. May Allah grant you your wish. I'll be back. Ma'am? Okay. You're going to be here. All praises to Allah. By that time, you'll be done know your answer yourself. And I hope that comes soon. Thank you. Let us do this, miss. Brother, let us all stand. I wanted to shake hands with everybody, but they all done. Yes, okay. Thank you. Which way is east from here? This message from
East direction. This direction here.
this way?
Yes, sir.
Good. Let us turn towards the east. And
Surely I have turned myself to be upright to him who originated the heavens and the earth, and I am not among the polytheists. Surely my prayers, my sacrifice, my life, and my death are all for Allah, the Lord of the world. No associate is he in this am I commanded, and I am of those who submit. O Allah, thou art the King, and there is no God but thee. Thou art my Lord, and I am thine servant. I have been unjust to myself, and I confess my faults to thee. So grant me protection against all my faults, for none grant protection against faults but thee. And guide me to the best of morals, for none guides to the best of morals but thee. And turn away from me the evil and indecent morals, for none can turn away from me the evil and indecent morals but thee. O Allah, make Muhammad successful in the followers of Muhammad. Here in the wilderness of North America, as I did make Abraham successful in the followers of Abraham. O Allah, bless Muhammad and bless the followers of Muhammad, as I did bless Abraham and the followers of Abraham. For surely thou art praiseworthy and magnified and affirmed. Amen.
Amen.